today I am here in the middle of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and I'm not going to be at one specific park. I'm actually going to be probably at a bunch of different parks, but because all these parks have one or two coasters, I'm just going to make this one longer video or a couple longer videos. And today, the first part of this this expedition is Rowdy Bear Ridge in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, not the park in Gatlinburg, the one in Pigeon Forge. And this park has one coaster, and they will be opening up another one very soon. And the one coaster is the laser gun coaster. And this is actually going to be my first park where I will be able to use my new GoPro. And so you'll be able to see some very cool on-ride POVs of all the coasters and at parks that allow GoPros. So I'm excited for this. Now, I am sorry that you're not going to be getting a lot of videos this year, and I'm sorry about my hiatus, as due to the COVID and due to my body not really allowing me to wear a mask, I can only go to parks that don't allow me to that don't require masks. So, but I'll do my best to still make videos, and I'm excited to see which other parks we're going to. So let's have a great day. Let's have a great day at all of these parks. As previously mentioned, I might make one or two more videos depending on how long each POV is, and I'll also separately upload the POV. So let's have a great day here. Let's go. And so here we are on the Rowdy Bear Laser Gun Coaster. And a little bit of advice for all those who have not ridden it. Supposedly, the right side will allow you to gain more points. The point values are the following. I believe yellow is 100, red is 300, green is 400, and blue is 500. Now these guns are automatic guns, so I will be able just to hold the trigger and go, which will basically allow me to hit more points. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna hold this down like a machine gun. I need 990 points in order to get a free re-ride. And this is actually my second ride. Good. So I got a red. So I believe that is 300. I'm sorry if the footage is not perfect, but remember I am using a gun. Now these guns are handguns. I've only used rifles. So please excuse if my aim is really bad. I'm really sorry. And I'm also sorry if the footage isn't perfect, but because I'm using a gun, you are going to get my hands in it a little bit. So yeah, here we go. I believe we're at the apex of the first drop, and yeah, here we go. Now, something I've noticed is that this ride does have a lot of trims, so please, also once again, please do excuse the shaky footage. But yeah, I do kind of like it though, how these turns are quite intense. Unfortunately, that one was torn down, but here we go. Okay, I guess I didn't get anything there. Oh well. And as you can see, they're actually building another coaster here, right down below. So you may actually not be able to see it, but you'll see some footage if you haven't in the video, if you haven't already, of this part. So I'm gonna try to get that green boy. Yeah, that didn't end up happening. The ride actually does look pretty cool. I don't know if that side helped. But right now it says I have 700 points. If you want a little advice, you could just move the gun in a circular motion, and that will actually allow you to get it. So I'm just gonna hold the red down on the red. So actually there is a little bit of an aim here. So I'm just gonna use that.
Did you better that time?
I got 1,100 points.
There you go.
So I just rode the laser gun coaster at Rowdy Bear Ridge, and this coaster is actually, believe it or not, fairly intense. As you might have seen in the POV, those turns were pretty intense. There were also That also is probably on the etiology of that is probably that the turns are quite tight. Now, unfortunately, that also leads to there being copious amounts of trim brakes on it. But nonetheless, I still did find the turns intense. My only complaint was that the coaster didn't really pick up a lot of speed. But still, I believe that out of now my 5 Alpine coasters, I believe this is my second favorite, just because of those intense turns. It might be my third, mainly because it just didn't swing as much, although it is technically a suspended coaster. But nonetheless, it is a fun ride. So right here is the station of the new Alpine coaster, which they are building, and so this does not look to be a very great Alpine coaster. It does not interact very much with the surrounding terrain or very many trees, because they did have to knock down what I think were quite a few trees in order to build their laser gun coaster. And also, this park is not really built on a mountain. It's called Rowdy Bear Ridge, I think, for a reason. But this is the station. I do not want to judge the coaster by its layout right away. However, I am a little suspicious, as while it does have many turns, I love the helices on the Alpine coasters, and this one does not look to have money. But we'll see. So here is an overview of the rest of the for the rest of the layout of the Alpine coaster. It does have quite a few turns, but not a lot of helices.
I just sent you another one.
And here we are on the Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster, and we're going up the first lift hill right out of the station. Something I noticed that was kind of funny was that what's running the ride is an actual laptop, not one of those intricate computer systems. I thought that was a little unusual. Wow, that was a big jolt. But yeah, I mean, whenever I think of a computer system, I usually think of just a huge operating system that fills an entire room. No, this thing operates off of a laptop. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, you're gonna see these signs that say 80 feet or here 160 feet, and that is proper social distancing on an Alpine coaster, because you need to be 80 feet in order to be a safe distance away from the other rider in order to not risk bumping. So I'm gonna go as slow as possible right on this part, so that way then I can't, because this is a very minor part of the ride, and so that way then I'll have plenty of time to speed up later during the course, which will definitely help me out to be able to get the best ride possible. So let's enjoy the ride on the way up. Stay seated at all times and enjoy your ride. So that was the first lift. It's actually kind of rusty out here, but at the same time, this thing did open in 2013. So it's not surprising, but yeah, there still is a lot of debris. I'm actually very excited for this ride. I'm more excited for this than I was for the Gatlinburg Mountain Coaster, because just this ride looks to be maybe a little bit longer. It definitely looks to have more turns, and the people who own the ride say it's over a mile long, but I think it's over 4,000 feet, and they say it's 7 or 8 minutes. I think it's only 5, but we'll find out.
This view really is gorgeous. I mean, just look at all these trees, and we're just so close. Well, I can actually touch the. I probably could touch it if I really wanted to, and if I leaned over. I'm not going to because you won't be, but because I probably shouldn't, and also because you won't be able to see it. But still, nonetheless, just going up such a huge mountain, probably 10 feet off the ground, maybe 15. So it is beautiful, especially seeing that over there's this huge gorge. I'm sorry that you probably can't see it very well. It does look to be a very fun ride nonetheless. Boy, am I glad I'm riding this during the day and not at night, because I would not be able to see all this beauty around us. I guess I'll push my handles forward even though there's no purpose to, so maybe I don't know, I just keep them back. I want my arms to be to be fresh for the descent down the mountain. Zach will be coming down the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming down the mountain when he comes. Well, I wonder what that noise was. He'll be coming down the mountain, coming down the mountain, coming down the mountain when he comes. That looks to be a pretty steep 60, I'd say roughly 60 degrees, which is pretty steep for a lift hill. Might be a little bit less. That's just from this angle. So yeah, by the way, this camera, it is secured to my chest, obviously. I do not encourage you to have to hold a camera while riding a ride. Okay, so it looks like we are right near the top. Now on the Gatlinburg Mountain Coaster, I actually saw a black bear because they cannot control the wildlife, so we'll see. So push to go, pull to slow. So I'm gonna push my handles forward. It's actually quite a tight turn. There's netting all around it though, so. I wouldn't be surprised if the height of this was taller than Dragster. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, I can definitely feel the wind in my face. Wow. So far no turns yet. Yeah, you cannot see much of this ride from the ground. Ooh. Little trim. Quick action there. Oh, that was a good turn. Looks like the camera is right up ahead. I think that was it. Whoa. So far, I think this is better than the Gatlinburg Mountain Coaster. Woo! That was a good airtime hill. Oh, darn it, I'm getting too close. Oh, darn it. Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'm now just gonna let this guy kind of go forward. Sorry about that and that huge buzzkill. Just want to make sure that I can get the best ride possible. It's too bad though that their dispatches are too good, because that actually might hurt the ride. Is that another camera? Where that is? Oh no, no, no. Oh, I'm sorry about this. This literally is a huge buzzkill. If every second I'm slowing down. Oh, I'm basically at a crawl. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get as much speed as possible, but that is sad. That was good. It is too bad that kid in front of me had to ruin the ride. It is what it is. so I'm gonna brake here. And that is the end of this on-ride POV.
So I just rode the not very Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster, and here comes an unpopular opinion. This ride is more forceful than Millennium Force. Because the turns on this, whenever I got a good turn, they were very intense. This is actually my favorite Alpine coaster because it was very long. Unlike the Gatlinburg Mountain Coaster, it was very intense. Unlike the rest of the ones which I've ridden, so that makes it at least number 36 in my ranking. Now, here's the bad news with this ride. Now, unfortunately, the person in front of me was as slow as molasses. So, because I have to be 80 feet away from him for proper social distancing measures, what happens is the trim brakes automatically engage and basically slowed me, so that way then I was as slow as molasses. Heck, as you saw during the POV I shot, I actually had to basically go to a crawl where I was probably going like a couple miles an hour. So my advice, well, I don't really have any advice because I can't really help that, but at the same time, just be warned. It's a great coaster, but you just need to have a little bit of luck. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, even though I only got the 2 coasters. I hope that you enjoyed watching those POVs. So please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So that way then you'll be able to show your support, and also so that way then you'll be able to know when a new video comes out. Also, and if you're subscribed, please be sure to get that notifications bell on, so once again you'll know exactly, you'll know the second that a new video comes out. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll try to get new videos out as soon as I can come to the floor, because my studio right now just has very bad lighting. But nonetheless, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. I hope that you have a Pigeon Forge day, and I'll see you all later.